Last night I had a dream that I was a superhero. The name of my superhero character was Fuck You, Man. Now you might imagine that a guy like me as a superhero would want to fly around and fight GMOs. But no. My superpower was that I had supersonic X-ray earlobes and I could fly around over people's houses and places of business, and I would listen for them having conversations in which they were bullshitting their family, friends, co-workers, or people that they met on the street. So please, sit back, relax, and join me as I recollect this most fantastical exploration into my subconscious desires. If it was like The Walking Dead, or the end of the world, the apocalypse, I would totally survive. I would be like growing my food in a solar coffee can that I strapped to the top of my head, and I'd use battery-powered sawzalls and explosives I made from stuff under the sink, and I'd blow up all the zombies, and I'd be eating great. People would want to be in my camp. It would be freaking awesome. No, you wouldn't. You can't even change a tire without hurting your hand. As a matter of fact, your wife fixes everything in the house. His wife fixes everything in the house. No kidding. As Fuck You, Man, it would be so awesome. I would fly against the grain of the time zone around the planet Earth, so that I could hit different dinner times in successive order. And I would basically have a blast catching people in their lies. Be freaking awesome. I'd have to, of course, eat dinner really early at like 3:30 in the afternoon in order to accomplish this, and stay up pretty much all night like Santa Claus on Christmas Eve. Yes, that was my first semester at sea when I was in Australia. I'd go on my walkabouts in the outback talking with the Aborigines and the Wallabangs and the didgeridoos, because, there's those boxy jellyfish at the water, so I wouldn't go swimming. Well, then I went to Switzerland, where I was studying Spanish chiropractic in the Himalayas. No, you didn't! Don't listen to a word this woman says! She was so busy doing coke and getting laid that she dropped out of school in her second semester, and she's made everything up ever since. Fuck you, lady! Voting plutocrat is the only honorable thing to do, because they have a flag in their emblem, and they, of course, always recognize God and country. And, those brown people down the street, how are you ever going to feel better than them, smarter than them, if you don't vote plutocrat? It's the wise thing to do. No, it isn't, fucktard! You're an idiot, and so are your parents! Fuck you!
And I stayed up all night making your birthday cake from scratch, so you better appreciate it and treat me nice.
No, she didn't. She bought it at the supermarket, put it on an old plate, smeared the icing around the bottom to make it look like she made it, and she's lying through her teeth.
Yes, and this candy dish was handed down from my great-great-grandmother, who came over on the Nina the Pinta and the Santa Maria.
Admit it! You bought it at a garage sale in New Jersey while visiting your cousin.
And I refinished this chest and drawers from a chest and drawers I found in an old farm that burned down in the Civil War.
No, you didn't. When your neighbors moved, they left it on the curb with a sign on it that said free. So I don't know what you guys dream about, but that's the kind of stuff that entertains my mind while I'm slumbering. And if one more teenage girl makes a dramatic video using flashcards without talking, I'm going to fly to her house and look at her and say, "Fuck you! It was only good the first time someone did it. And stop sending me Candy Crush game requests. Fuck you!"